Okay, so today I'm doing another album review. Today I'm going to be doing Dark Times by Vince Staples. What do you call it? Which came out like I think like 2 months ago, something like that. So it's still kind of like new, but or I guess it's been out for a while now. But it's his last album on his Def Jam record label, and it's like 35 minutes long, and it's like 10 songs. What do you call it? It's kind of funny that his first album on the record deal was a double album, which was pretty good, Summertime '06, but like it was long, so like I just find it funny that like the last like four albums he dropped have all been like 30 minutes. But I'm not complaining. I like short albums. But anyways, what do you call it? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. I think it's probably like, I don't know if it's my favorite by him, but like, actually, it might be my favorite album. I'm not sure yet. My favorite album by him, either this or Ramona Park Broke Your Heart, or Broke My Heart. But like, I don't know. I need more time to let it like sit. But yeah, it was really good. I feel like I feel like for this album, I feel like it definitely fits the album title definitely fits the mood, with like the mood of the album. Like a lot of like, oh, and the production is kind of like dark and like, I won't say like dark, but like it's kind of like dark and kind of like, I wouldn't say gritty, but very reminiscent of like his older stuff, of like Shine Cold Chain, Stolen Youth, kind of like Summertime '06. What do you call it? But also like kind of like a mix of like his newer style and like definitely like his newer style of like rapping and like song making and stuff. Which I will say that like overall, like I feel like Vince is definitely growing like as like an artist. I mean, like he could always just like rap his ass off, but like I feel like as an artist is like making like projects that like sound good and like flow good from start to finish, and like have the uh like uh constant like themes and stuff like that, and ideas, or like stuff like, it's cool. Or like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so what do you call it? He's definitely in the storytelling bag in this in this album, which is like, I think Vince is like underrated storyteller. Like on bro, like Justin's pretty good. Even though the song's like a minute and 30 seconds, like it's pretty good. Like short little like narrative, heart women story, like, or I guess like heartbreak girl story, like, which is kind of funny, like just cause like you never really like, Vince doesn't really ever talk about like dating or women at all. So like the few times he does like talk about like any kind of like romantic like encounter with a girl, it's always like some kind of like tragic or unfortunate encounter or something, like, bro, like Earth Science or Thought About You, or fuck, what was that one on Sparks Will Fly, stuff like that, like, but yeah, Radio was really good too. Like he should I like how he shouted out Blue in Exile and Below the Heavens on that. But it makes sense since like they're from like Long Beach, and like Stone's Throw records on there, so like it makes sense, like, because it's like what he grew up around and like stuff like that. So, and he's very like pro Long Beach. What do you call it, bro? Shame on the singles he released for it were Shame on the Devil, and I think that was the only one actually. What do you call it? Which makes sense. And that was a really good single. Like a really good hook, and like hazy and like kind of like moody, dark production with like soft drums and stuff like that. What do you call it? Bro, children's song, bro. Bro, I cannot tell you how many times like I be saying, "Don't play with my crib and go." Don't play with my crib and go play with your kids, bitch. Like to myself, like all the time throughout the day. Like very, what do you call it? I'll say like, what do you call it? Vince is really good at doing hooks. Like a lot of the hooks on the song are very like infectious and like catchy, but like good and like fit the song. And well, what do you call it? What do you call it? Like Black and Blue, like that. The chorus in that one gets stuck in my head a lot too. what do you call it? And like some of the songs, he just like talks about just like growing up and like street life and like it's always like I guess like street life, but like not like it's always funny that like in Vince's music how he always like he talks about like his time whenever he was like in the streets and stuff like that, but it's always never like in a glorifying way. He's always just more in a like, oh yeah, like we just kind of like did this shit because that's what we did, and like that was just like what I grew up in, and like I don't know, what do you call it? And it was like in his older music, I guess like it was more like just him like doing that, but like rapping, just like in a very rapping way. And now like it's like grown and he's still doing it, but like in a more like melodic way. So like that's cool to see it like and stuff like and Government Cheese. The song was really cool, and it was really cool to see him like sample Blue Suede from Hell on Earth. What do you call it? I really like that, bro. Like dang, the like droning. I don't know what that instrument is, but like if you listen to Blue Suede and then you listen to Government Cheese, like you will like instantly know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like that song, he talks about like his homies locked up and like or the ones he lost and. So what do you call it? I feel like it was a good entry for Vince. Like there were no features on the album, which it was just okay. I don't think like they really needed them, or like there's any songs that would have like been better if they had features. But I mean, like I would have liked if there were features. But there's also skits throughout the album, like that kind of like they're just kind of like audio recordings of people talking that like kind of like go with like the songs and stuff like that. I didn't look up like where they're from, but like I'm sure you can. I probably should have, but like I guess that's shame on me for being a bad reviewer, right? But like I guess I didn't plan to do this until like 30 minutes ago, so like yeah. I mean, well, I guess 45 minutes ago, because 35 of those minutes I was listening to the album, and then the 10 minutes before was like the 10 minutes in which I got the idea to make an album review for it. But yeah, it was a good album. You should listen to it. It's only 35 minutes. Like, I mean, come on. Like, I'm sure it's like one episode of SpongeBob and like some commercials after. Like, bro, like, come on. What do you call it? But yeah, you should listen to it. Thank you for watching.